In this video, we will discuss users and groups. We will start by discussing adding users. If you navigate to a project's settings and select People, you can use the Add People button to add users to the project. The user has to already have an account on your site for them to be automatically added. Here we try to add a user named SomeUser to the project. Since this user doesn't exist, Jira won't let you add the user to the project. In this case, you can enter an email address to invite a user to your site. The invited user would then receive an email and is given the option to join your site. This ability to invite users right from project settings is available if you are a site administrator or if the site has been set up so that users can invite other users. In this example, we are a user who is a project administrator but is not a site administrator. We are trying to add a user who doesn't exist on the site. We are notified that only site administrators can invite users and that the site administrator can change a setting so that you can invite users directly. We will see this setting in a few moments. Another way to invite users to your site if you are a site administrator is to click on the Switch To icon in the global sidebar and select Site Administration. Since you own your Jira account, you are automatically a site administrator. Notice that the Jira logo has changed to the Atlassian logo. We are in Site Administration. If we select the Users tab, we can invite new users. You specify their name and email address, then click Invite Users. Another way to access site administration is from Jira Settings. If you click on User Management, you will be taken to Site Administration because Jira leverages the user management of the site. When a user is invited to the site, they are emailed an invitation. If they accept the invitation, they become a member of the site. Once the user has accepted your invitation, they can log into Jira. Here we have created a test user. Notice that this user can see the recent activity in the projects. They can also access the existing projects and create issues. Also notice that there is no Jira Settings icon. This user does not have the permission to view or change settings. We have seen that, as the site owner, you can access site administration and invite other users. If you click on the Site Access tab, you can configure the site so that it's easier to have other users join. If you check the Users Can Invite Others box, project administrators of the site can invite other users, which reduces your administrative work. This means that project administrators can invite users under the People tab for the project. If you change the Who Can Join Your Site radio button to the second option, then anyone from the email domains that you specify can join without an invitation. If you select the Anyone Can Join option, then all domains can join without an invitation. You can check this box to get an email notification when a new user gets access to the site. Next, we will discuss groups and product access. A group is a collection of users that are treated similarly with respect to what they can do on the site. If you click on the Groups tab under Site Administration, you see the groups that are already set up in your account. Groups can be given access to a product and/or be given the ability to administer the product. These capabilities are only provided through group membership. Access to applications is shown in the center column. Notice that by default, members of the Jira Administrators group do not have access to the issues of Jira. If there is a user in this group who needs access to the Jira application, they must belong to another group that provides this access, such as the Administrators group. The Administrators group is similar to the Jira Administrators group, but includes access to the issues in Jira. The column on the right is used to enable members of a group to administer the product. You can see that members of the Jira Software Users group are not given access to administer Jira. This is the default group, meaning that new users are automatically added to this group. Users in this group have access to the issues in Jira, but do not see the Jira Settings icon. When you signed up for a Jira account, you became a member of the Site Admins group. This group contains users who have access to all applications in the site, their administration features, and to this site administration capability. You can click on a group name to manage it. Here we are viewing the Site Admins group. On your account, you should be listed in this group. To the right, you can see the access that members of the group have. In this example, this group has been provided access to Jira, as well as admin access to Jira. Depending on the group, you can use the buttons in the upper right to add members, edit the group's description, or delete the group. If you click on the Product Access tab, you can see the users that have access to applications. This screen shows how many licenses you are currently using. Here we can see that we are using 2 licenses. You can see some system users that do not count towards your usage. You can revoke a user's access by clicking on the Revoke button next to their account. You can grant access to the application using the Grant Access button. You can click on the View Configuration button to view and change the access given to groups. Here we have clicked on View Configuration to see the access given to the groups. All of the groups under the Jira Software category are provided access to the Jira application. You can see that the Jira Software Users group is the default group. You can change this by clicking on Make this a default group. If you create a group that needs Jira access, you can click the Add Group button. All of the groups under the Jira Administration heading are provided access to the administration features of Jira. You can also add groups to this list by clicking on Add Group. If you want to create a group, select the Groups tab and click on the Create Group button in the upper right. When you create a group, you provide a name and an optional description. Here we have created a group named Jira Software Users External with the description that these are users external to our company. Now our external group is included in our site. Notice that this group does not have access to the Jira application or its administration features. This means that users in this group cannot log into Jira unless they belong to another group that has access. To provide access to this group, you start by clicking the Product Access tab. You then click the View Configuration button. You then click on the Add Group button under Jira Software and enter the group name. You then click on Grant Access to allow members of the group to access Jira. Back on the Groups page, you can now see that our new group has been granted access to Jira. Here's a review of what we've discussed in this video. Users can be invited to a site in the Project Settings People tab of a project if the logged in user is a site administrator or the site administrator has enabled the Users Can Invite Others option. Site administration is used to manage users and groups. Groups can be provided product usage and administration access. Now it's time for you to work with some of the things that we've discussed in this video. Separate hands-on instructions are provided for you.